talk about today is called The Big Leap. It's written by Gay Hendricks, and as you can see, I've read it and identified quite a few of the key points that I would like to share with you here today. So, what is the big leap? As the cover shows, the big leap is really moving out of your comfort zone into this larger universe that is waiting for us outside the comfort zone. So, some of the key points which the author talks about here and which are very important, particularly not just in regular life, but particularly for those of us who are in a space where transitions are happening, whether by our choice or they are being thrust upon us. And there are certain fears that we have about moving into this new life that is either beckoning us or the life that we want. So here are a couple of important points to remember from this book. So one of the very important points that the author makes in this, and that you may have heard in different forms from different wise people, is that what is within is without. What does this mean? It means we are able to manifest in our reality only as much as we are able to believe inside of ourselves. So giving a very interesting example in this book, the author tells us that there was a time when people thought automobiles, those when they were initially invented, large sort of metal boxes which went off at speeds that humans had never attained till then. It was believed that if human beings traveled in those metal boxes, that our heads would explode. And they were considered to be extremely dangerous, because this was a time when people were used to either walking, at the most cycling, or a horse carriage. And now, of course, we've reached a point where you can probably buy a ticket to go into space. So once we were able to, as a human race, able to move beyond that upper limit problem that we were facing, literally the sky is the limit. This example you can remember even in your own personal or professional or any relationship spaces. To imagine that there is some kind of an upper limit is something which is our brain telling us to stay safe. Now, of course, it is good to stay safe, but as they say, life begins at the end of your comfort zone. So if you have been struggling with coping with or even imagining that life can be radically bigger, more amazing than anything you are capable of imagining right now, then you are probably going through an issue with upper limit problems. So if you are trying to imagine a bigger, better, more wonderful life for yourself in the future, but you are finding yourself unable to do so, then you are probably grappling with upper limit problems. And definitely you should take a look at this book, The Big Leap. It's easily available on Amazon, and I look forward to hearing from you once you've had a look.